Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Edna Keep here live with Mindset Monday. And today we're going to talk about why does your peer group matter? I find that makes such a difference in everyone's lives. And just had a conversation with one of my students the other day. And we discussed the importance of who you hang around with makes such a difference. You can use it in all parts of your life. We talk to our kids about it all the time. How you tend to be painted with the same brush of the people that you hang around with. Hey, good morning, John. Good morning, Holly. Nice to see you on. But I think one of the things that a lot of people forget to think about is really the mastermind effect of being around other like-minded people. If and this is both to the positive and to the negative. So if you think about this, if you go out for lunch with a friend and she orders a salad or he orders a salad, do you think twice about your choice? And then what is your choice? Is it more leaning towards the healthy side, or do you go ahead and order that big fat greasy hamburger? I know myself. There's certain foods I'm not a big rabbit food eater. But when my friend orders this really good looking salad, it's like, oh, I wish I would have ordered that. So lots of times your peer group matters in that effect. Another place where they matter is fitness. It seems to me like most people I hang out with work out at least 2-3 times a week. And other people, when I get around them and they're talking about, oh, going for this hike and going for, these different adventures, it makes you think about how you can make your fitness levels or your fitness activities more fun. And, so that's why your peer group matters so much. If you're having challenges with your kids, it's nice to be able to talk to other parents who could be going through the same challenges, especially parents that you respect and admire because you already maybe like their kids or you see how they are with their kids. I know that's what we think of. We get a lot of nice kids by our house. Our girls are 16 and 14 now, and it tends to be the place to go, and we love that. We love that all the kids hang out here. Sometimes we wake up in the morning, there's like 12 pairs of shoes at our front door, and I think they're pretty lucky because mom and dad can sleep through that noise and not let it worry us, doesn't wake us up. We're not yelling at them, and they do try to be respectful too. But you know what? You can see the kids that are respectful when they walk in the door too. Like they say hello to you. They don't just try to sneak off into another room. They'll take a minute to talk to you. We always really like that. They keep the place clean. They don't make a mess. And boy, if they do, my girls give them heck because they don't like to have to be cleaning up after them. So, peer group really matters. If your kids are hanging around with people who do drugs, guess what? They're going to do drugs, whether it's the odd hoot or whether it gets into heavier stuff. So that's where peer group matters. We talk about it all the time. We're especially adamant that our kids have a good peer group. But a lot of us don't think about that on our own level and what difference it can mean for us. For example, our 90 Day to 5K group meets every Tuesday night and we talk about goals. We talk about things that we're going through. We talk about the importance of getting those deals done, and we push people like, okay, you said you were going to get this done. You said you were going to get your homework done. What happened? How can we support you? Don't just leave it to chance. One of the other days I reached out to one of my students and I said, hey, what happened? You haven't seen you around for a while. And she says to me, ended up taking another course. And anyway, she had like 15 different excuses. And trying 150 different things, you're not focusing on what you need to focus on. And so you're not getting done. I remember you told me when we had our call, you wanted to buy a multifamily this year. How close are you? Well, I'm not very close at all, but I've only done 2 modules, so I haven't learned what I need to learn. I go, well, then let's get you back at it. And, just yesterday, she thanked me. She's working on a live deal right now. And she said, Edna, I'm so grateful for you for kicking my ass, back there at the in the summer when I was slacking off and not doing what I needed to do. And she's so excited. She's got her first investor lined up who wants to joint venture partner with her. And again, that's why your peer group matters. The last 3, 4, 5 calls she's been on it, and she's talking about getting a deal done. She's getting to understand everything. She didn't understand everything. Well, again, I get this question all the time. Well, remind me again, like how my investor gets paid. They get paid out of cash flow. And can I have some of the cash flow, or do I have to give it all? You know what? Entirely up to you. So we actually had another conversation over the weekend because she was still a little confused on how that works. Peer group matters. Somebody who can answer your questions. It's not always your coach. Sometimes it might just be another student in the group. I see, even John and some of the other students reaching out and having conversations with each other. John and Jerry were one of them. Good morning, Jerry. Nice to see you on. Having a conversation about this mobile home park. Now, what I found out since is it didn't happen because they didn't move fast enough and the deal got done. But again, do you think that motivates them to do something different next time? And just having somebody else that you can have that conversation with is huge, isn't it, you guys? Hey, good morning, Walter. Nice to see you on. Good morning, TJ. So can you see in your lives where peer groups have made that difference? Networking opportunities, again, is huge. Sometimes we get stuck in our own little rut, and I see this happening with some of us. We have one monthly meeting we go to, we kind of lead it. You know what? When are some times where you get out and you're in with a group of leaders that maybe you're not leading it? You're just sitting in the audience and you're absorbing what you can absorb. I do that at least once a quarter. I get off and I'm working with different people in different industries, because you know what? It doesn't always have to be the real estate industry that you're learning stuff. The biggest growth in my business over the last 2 years since I've been working with my coach has nothing to do with her teaching me anything about real estate. What she teaches me is all about scaling what you already have. So there's another peer group. I'm every quarter I'm in a room with 15 to 20 other entrepreneurs that are scaling their business. Do you think I learn from them? Absolutely. Every single time I come back from there, I come back with ideas that I didn't get from the real estate world. And that's powerful. So where can you up-level your peer group? Look around, make yourself some notes. Make yourself some notes about what's working for you now, what's not working, what's ways that you can make it better, and get yourself up around a higher level of a peer group. It makes such a difference. We have some friends that like to drink a lot, and you know what, we can handle it. Like, honestly, my husband and I, if we can do one night like that out of a month or every 6 weeks, that's all we can handle. And then the next day we wonder why the heck we even bother. So again, you tend to do more things that your peer group does. When I went to Montreal in September, we were up early in the morning. We did an hour-long yoga class. I don't do yoga classes usually. Last time I did a formal yoga class when I went, I actually fell asleep on the mat. I was like, oh, this is too relaxing. And I'm snoring there for a couple minutes. And then I woke up and I went, oh, gosh. And they go, no, don't worry about it. It's okay. Lots of times people do that, especially at the end of the day. And I just think, oh, like I don't usually relax in the middle of the day like that. So I guess it was at the end of the day, 4 or 5 o'clock. But that was a morning yoga class. So we were up, we're stretching, we're, laughing and giggling, and everybody's doing the same thing. So upward dog, downward dog, and warrior and all that kind of stuff. And it's actually a lot of fun when you do it in a group. So again, peer group, they motivate you to get stuff done. Another thing we did up there that was really fun, and it's not easy either, is this challenge called the GB9. And it's like 9 exercises done back to back with a minute rest in between. And it gauges your fitness level. It's everything from sit-ups to push-ups to burpees, different stuff like that. And you're scored on it. So everybody's competitive. Man, I've never seen these men and women work so hard around me, just sweating up a storm, trying to make sure that they're not beat. So you know what? That's the other part. Do you hang around with people who motivate you to do better, who are competitive and make you competitive? That's such a huge part of your lives. Is there actually, we're really enjoying this with our 16-year-old daughter right now. Her and one of her friends from our neighborhood have been going to church every Sunday. Well, we're not a church-going family. Never really did. I went to Sunday school and stuff when I was a kid because we had a ventriloquist as a Sunday school teacher, so it was lots of fun, right? But as soon as we had to go to adult church, and we didn't want to do that anymore. It was just boring. But they've been taught. They know a little bit about it. They go to Bible camp every summer. So we like it. We're just not active ourselves. So when I think it's like 3 or 4 Sundays in a row, and they don't go real early, they go to about 11 o'clock, they're going to this Bible study class, this church, and they come home and they're all excited and they're telling me stuff, and now they've got some kind of they're going to be having a meeting with one of the people that were speaking at it, who actually personally used to be my personal trainer. So all that kind of stuff, it makes me proud that they're searching that out on their own at 16 years old. So where's your spiritual guidance? Where's your spiritual peer group? Where's your health and fitness peer group? Where's your mindset peer group? We can mindset peer group to each other and on a Monday morning call. And then your real estate. How are you building your real estate business? Are you around the right people who are going to motivate you to do more, be more, have more? When your peer group goes out, this is one of the things my husband's working on right now. He'd really love to have a CUDA, and I think he's even got a special year. I don't remember it. To me, it doesn't make a lot of sense because I always just think, it'd be better to have cash flowing assets. But anyway, he wants his toy, so he gets together with guys, and they're talking about buying these exotic cars or different cars, so it's a big dream of his. So it doesn't always have to be work related. He loves hanging around with people who talk about cars, and he loves talking about getting together with people who talk about sledding. So again, where's your peer group influencing your life, and how can you up level that? There's so many ways you can up level it. So if you think of some ways that you are going to up level your mindset and the peer group that you hang around with, comment in the chat box below. I'd love to hear what you guys do, because you know what? I'm a big believer too. I love learning. I learn from everybody. I see Nick, this young fellow, is on the call watching me this morning. So Nick is heading up a new Facebook strategy that we're doing. I don't know how old he is. He's young. He's like early 20s. I learn stuff new from him every time I talk to him. So don't be scared to learn from all the people in your life, whether it's things that you want to do, things that can be done with you just kind of overseeing it. There's so many ways to up level your peer group. I'd love to hear from you how you're going to up level your peer group. So we'll talk to you soon. We'll talk to you. Actually, I won't be here this Friday. I am on my way to Montreal. I'm doing a one-day live workshop out there with one of my students, has set up a group of like 15 or 20 people for me for a one-day workshop. So I'm really excited about going there and doing that. So I won't be around for Friday, but I'll see you back on Monday for Mindset Monday. So have a really, really good week, everyone. And please let me know how you're going to up level your peer group. Bye for now.